In chemistry, we're frequently going to be talking about the volume of an object or of a solution. And when we do, we should keep in mind that we're also talking about length. But we're not just talking about length in one direction. We're talking about a three-dimensional length coordinate. And that's why I like to describe it as being length's kissing cousin. Now, the SI unit for this is going to be the liter, or some sort of a cubed length. Now, the practical unit for chemistry is usually going to be milliliters or liters, though sometimes we'll be talking about microliters. Rarely we'll even talk about nanoliters if you're heading in a biological chemistry direction or a medicinal chemistry direction. But for practical chemistry work, we're typically talking about milliliters through liters. Now, if we were to picture a cubic meter, you see that here at the top portion, that means that it's going to be 1 meter on this side, 1 meter along that side, and 1 meter along this side as well. If we take out one segment of that and we do 1 cubic decimeter, in other words, remember, deci, 10, 1/10 of a meter by 1/10 of a meter by 1/10 of a meter, that will actually be 1 liter. Now, all of these can be a little bit hairy to remember. This is the biggest take-home message and the thing you want to just commit to memory. 1 cubic centimeter is 1 milliliter. This is an exact relationship. And so there's no impact on your significant figures with this at all. If you have to make this conversion factor, you will not lose any sig figs there. Keep that one in mind. Now, keep in mind also the scale that we're talking about for a milliliter. We're talking about 1 cubic centimeter. 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Now, when we say cubic centimeter, remember, we're talking about all three of those. That's really critical when you do unit conversions. If you aren't converting each one of these units separately, then you're going to have really ridiculous numbers as a result. Now, this is so important, you do need to commit it to memory. We're going to return to this when we're talking about conversions, because I really do want us to see one of these conversions to make sure that you know how to handle cubes of things, you know, centimeters times centimeters times centimeters. So we'll be revisiting that later on. Now, because we're talking about volume, and by putting two chunks of volume together, we do increase the volume, that will be an extensive property.